All right. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to Dreamers in Action, our Tuesday night team call. I'm so excited to see all of your smiling faces tonight. And I'm very excited to introduce our speaker, Miss Laura Laurie. She is a 1-star Crystal Executive, 3-star Golden Circle on this team. But even more than that, she has one of the best hearts of anyone that I know. She's always so willing to help when anyone has questions, no matter who you are. And she's just a really great person. And I'm super excited for her to share with us tonight on this team call. So Laura, are you there?
I am here. Thank you, Kisa. Thank you so much. So I'm excited to share with all of you too. And before we kind of jump in on our topics and get rolling, I just really wanted to, there's just something kind of on my heart I wanted to share with everybody. So I love seeing you all on here, and it tells me that you are all leaders because you're here and you're going first and you're getting on this training. And if there's one thing that I could share with all of you, I've been doing this for almost 3 years, Isagenix. I've been doing Isagenix for 3 years. And I failed forward a lot. Probably the word that sticks with me the most is persistence, perseverance, and resilience in times that I've failed and made lots and lots of mistakes. But the one thing that I have consistently done is get on training calls. I have not missed training calls. I worked in human resources for 20-something years, and I got a degree, and I got specialized training and additional certifications that I had to take and courses and all these things I had to do. And I was able to hit a salary point, right, in 20-something years. And in Isagenix, I did that in just under 2 years, that same salary in 2 years. So remember, as you're doing this, like, training is the key to developing yourself. So kudos to all of you for getting here, because you're working really hard on developing you and the skills that you need to be successful with your Isagenix business. So, those who show up, go up, right? I say it over and over again, but it's because I consistently got on training calls, took those skills, tried them out, failed, got on the training call the next week, tried it again, probably failed again. And, it's that tenacity to just keep going. And I promise you, if you train, you get on training calls and you just keep practicing and you have that tenacity and don't be afraid to fail, just keep going. I promise you'll get there. And I'm nowhere near where I want to be. And that's why I get on every team training call every single Tuesday, because I know it's what I need to develop the skills that's going to propel me forward. So excited that you're all on here this evening. And really the format of our calls is going to remain the same on Tuesday night. So we are always going to kick off with just a quick overview of our product in the spotlight. And so that product in the spotlight tonight, Alex Sabat, who is an amazing leader on this team, is going to hop out for just a minute, and she is going to share some tidbits and information. Great way to learn about our products, right? So she's going to share a little bit of information with us on our C-Light. So Alex, are you ready?
I'm ready. Thank you, Laura. And I have to agree with you on these trainings. You guys plug into any trainings you can. It is so important. You can learn so much from every call. So I have to second that. So I get to talk about the C-Light. So you guys have probably seen on Facebook that this is our product spotlight. I don't know if you can see. Hold on. This is a really great daily supplement that will give you the vitamin C that you need for the day. So who out there is taking a vitamin C supplement of some kind? Most people are. Anybody out there? Okay, yeah, I see some people. So I don't know about you guys, but a lot of times when I've taken a vitamin C supplement, it's very acidic, and I'll get sort of like that heartburn or something like that after you take it. And that there's something different about the way Isagenix has formulated this, where it is a non-acidic vitamin C. So when you take it, you're not getting that same feeling. Now I have a child calling for mommy, of course. But it's a great way to get all of those antioxidants, all of those things without feeling that heartburn. Hold on one second. Wait, hold on. But it's equivalent to 5 glasses of orange juice. And I can guarantee that nobody on this call is drinking 5 glasses of orange juice every day. I know I'm not. So it is such an easy way to do it, and it feels good. You feel really good, and it lasts in your body for 24 hours. So for 24 hours, you're getting the antioxidants, you're getting iron absorption, which especially for women is such a big deal. Collagen production, which is going to benefit your bones and your joints for all of you runners and athletes. And then obviously your immune system, especially this time of year, especially when you have little ones, having that immune boost is so important. So this is an easy thing to add to your daily routine that's really made a big difference for me. So if you haven't tried it, add it to your basket. Hold on one second. Add it to your basket, and you're not going to regret it. It's definitely made a difference in our chaotic family full of germs. But I highly recommend this, and if your people who are ordering products haven't tried it, recommend it to them, because it is going to change things for them and keep them healthy and feeling good. So a really great product. I'm glad that we're spotlighting this month or this week, because it's something I think a lot of people miss. So anyway, so that is the C-Lite.
Thank you, Alex. Guys, how blessed are we that we get to do what we do, and our kids are all around us and with us. You know, I mean, corporately, when I used to train, my kid was screaming with a nanny or a babysitter. So I'm so grateful that we have that, and we're so blessed to be able to have our kids around us. And, you know, so awesome. That was awesome, Alex. Thank you so much. C-Lite's good for kids too. My kids take their C-Lite every single day. If you're on the Complete Essentials vitamins, it is included in there, so you don't need to add it in addition to that. But if you do have any clients or customers that are not currently taking our vitamin packs, I would strongly recommend that we have them add that on. Super great for the immune system, heart health, etc. So great job, Alex. Thank you so much. And I would love, you know, what we do is all about transformations. And so before we really jump into training, I really love to remind us why we do what we do. And so I'm going to ask Christina Linguist to jump out and share her 30-second transformation journey with all of us. It's so great to just have these reminders about why we do what we do. So Christina, would you share with us?
Yes, thank you so much, Laura. Can you hear me? Awesome. I feel so honored for you asking me to share my story. My Isagenix journey has been absolutely life-changing for me. Before Isagenix, I was considered morbidly obese. I was at a 46 BMI, completely exhausted, stressed out, just not feeling good, super low self-esteem. And I was introduced to these amazing products by Rachel Meyer. She saved my life. She met me about 6 weeks before my wedding, knew I was just killing myself in the gym, trying to look the best that I could. And I was just like, what the heck? What do I have to lose? And so, boy, did it change my life immediately. I've been using the products now for 1.5 years, and I just can't see myself living without them. Like I said, it's been absolutely life-changing. As a result, I've released 68 pounds. I feel super amazing, so much energy. I sleep better. It's just been such a crazy journey, and I feel absolutely blessed that this was introduced to me. We truly have something special here with Isagenix. I tried it all, and this is what happened. So I'm so excited that you guys let me share my story, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.
All right, who's inspired? Who wants to call everybody right now? It's just amazing. That's what we do, right? So, Christina, you're absolutely beautiful, incredibly inspiring, and thank you for sharing that. And I just love for us to keep at the forefront of our mind, especially with what we're going to be talking about tonight in training. Why we do what we do, we transform lives, right? So Christina's journey is absolutely beautiful, and I know she's still on it and sharing, and so excited to help so many other people. There's also the financial transformation, the business side of this. And I would love, I know she's here somewhere, but my gallery view is on. Lauren Donahue is on the call with us, and I would love for her to jump out and share her 30-second transformation financially, and what Isagenix has been able to do for her in the last several months from a financial perspective. So I know you're out there somewhere, girl. I don't see you in my gallery, but if you want to hop out, I would love for you to share your journey.
Can you hear me now?
I can. Perfect.
Okay, good. First of all, Christina, that's amazing. I love your transformation. It's still in the works, but that's absolutely inspiring no matter what stage of the game you're in. I just celebrated my 1-year Isaversary in September. I got on because I finally went to Laura and I said, I know that you've been dripping on me. I got to learn more about this. I did jump in with the business in mind because I had these huge dreams, literally Olympic dreams, and no vehicle to get there and no way out from these astrological student loans. Laura wanted me to just try the products and say, you know, like you got to believe in them before you go out and you do it. And it took me 4 or 5 months to just get over my skepticism that this was actually working. And once I did, that was last February. And within a month, I had an extra $1,000 coming in just from sharing with my family and my best friends. And I really caught the vision. I was at an event within another 30 days after that. And it really sparked something that took off. And I was able to keep this residual income that helped me fund my dream to go and live and ride in Europe. And when all else has failed me, this residual income from Isagenix has been oftentimes this unbelievable blessing of a safety net. So I am forever grateful that I took that leap, that I picked up the phone, that I sent somebody a text message, that I finally said yes to Laura, that I got my family and my friends in on it. It is truly a life-changing mechanism.
I love you, girl. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you for letting me share.
And some of what Lauren is completely pulling in on things, she's trying to be 30-second compliant. But, you know, her dream was to go to Europe and to ride horses. She's been working yesterday. I'm echoing. Does everybody hear my echo? Let's see if I can figure out why. She's an absolutely amazing equestrian. And the one thing that she did when she left and went to Europe was she kept her business going, right? So she kept active and she kept the people under her active. And because she did that, she continued to earn residual income. And some of the days that it was the hardest for her and she wasn't earning income in Europe. So it's really, guys, you know, she's not like a 3-star. She's not a 5-star. She's working. She's going to hit Crystal Executive, I have no doubt. But what she did was she kept her account going. And so, again, transformations, right? We want to be sure that we launch people. We get them started on the right foot and share the right information. What if I never shared the opportunity with Lauren, right? So that's just going to bring us right into our training tonight. And our topic is launching our new associates. So how to get our new people started on the right path. So as we talk about this, I'm just going to change my view so it's not so distracting to me. Okay. So as we talk about this tonight, I just want to ask you all a question. Who wants happy customers? Could you show me your hands? Anybody want happy customers? How many people want retention of those happy customers? We want them to stay forever and ever and order and order. How many of you want them to share, right? We want them to share with other people. Absolutely. So that's really what we're going to be talking about. When we talk about how to get a new customer started the right way, we're really focusing on retention. How do we keep them? And it all starts in the very beginning, right? From enrollment to getting them started, and the first 30 days are still critical. So I'm going to jump in. I'm going to talk about that. How many people, by show of hands, love enrolling people? absolutely the sexiest thing we do, right? It is the best. When you are enrolling somebody, you are like doing the happy enrollment dance. It's like the best thing in the world. What comes after the enrollment, right? That's where the work comes in. That's where we have to, that's the not so sexy part, but that's really the part that creates our residual income. So everything I'm going to share with you, I did not create. I'm a copycat. I am a big time copycat. So isagenixbusiness.com, I think I have Chris Marshall on. He's going to be posting some links in the comment section as I refer to different things. So everything that I am talking about tonight, I have pulled from isagenixbusiness.com and a few things from our files in our Dreamers in Action page. Nothing I created myself, okay? So Chris will post up isagenixbusiness.com. If you go to isagenixbusiness.com and you click the Start Here button, Start Here, you'll see there's 6 steps to getting started in building your business. And I'm talking about step number 5, starting your new associate or launching your new associate, okay? Everything you need to know about launching your new associate is in there. There's a couple little tidbits I'm going to throw your way that we do that's a little bit more specific to Dreamers in Action, but it still follows the same format. So like I said, we've not recreated the wheel. We're just kind of following the tools that already exist. So once we enroll that person, right, there's some things that we need to do within the first 24 to 48 hours in getting them started. And as soon as you click their enrollment and their order is processed, they're going to get an email right away from Isagenix that says, hey, you just opened your new Isagenix account, blah, blah, blah. We are going to send them a welcome email, okay? We're going to send them a welcome email. And I will make sure that the link to the welcome email that Dreamers in Action uses is posted in the events page tonight. So if you're not sure what that email looks like, I'll make sure it's posted up for you. Hopefully, if you're enrolling, you already have it, but just in case you don't, I'll make sure you get it. And what I'm going to be going over the next 15 minutes or so is called the New Associate Checklist and the New Associate Interview. These documents are listed in step 5 in isagenixbusiness.com, starting your new associate. Okay, both of these documents are actually all together as one PDF. So you can use this per enrollment. Chris is going to actually post a link to this in the chat. All right, so if you want to take a look at it or follow along while I'm talking about it, you're more than welcome to do that. If that's distracting, don't worry about it. I'll just kind of walk you through. So the new associate checklist is the first 2 pages are really, it's just a way for you to ensure that you're doing all the things you need to do to make sure that new associate gets all the information they need, right? So the welcome email we send covers tremendous amount of information in here. Tells them how to get to their back office. It has all those introductory videos. It has links to ISA product. It has links to Isagenix business, etc. That's all in the email, and you'll see that on this checklist. Let's see. So we want to send that welcome email out to them. We want to add them to our Facebook group. And I know getting started, guys, this is one of the things, I swear I don't know how Lauren put up with me as long as she did. I was so confused. I don't know how many of you getting started get confused with our Facebook pages, but it probably took me a good 3 months to figure it out. I would put people in the wrong pages. I was just confused all the time in the beginning. New associates getting started on product go in our coaches and cleansers page. All right, Dreamers in Action coaches and cleansers page. The key there, what helped me is coaches and cleansers are, they're cleansers, they're our new cleansers, and they're going to need coaching. Okay, so we want to make sure we add them in. When you add them into that Facebook group, you want to be sure you welcome them. Okay, so you want to put a little post, please welcome my friend Mary, blah, blah, blah. You see the welcomes in there. And by the way, you guys, you're all leaders. All of you are leaders. You're on this call. I know you're leaders. When you go into the coaches and cleansers page and you see in the feed people being welcomed, please take a moment and welcome them. Say something, welcome them, great decision, happy you're here, excited for you, can't wait to hear how great you're feeling. Whatever that comment is, just take a second and do that, whether you know them or not. Remember, we're leaders and we're one team all working together, so please do that. So we've got a welcome email. We've got them added to the Facebook group. We want to send them a welcome video. How many people right now are having someone on the team send your new enrollments a welcome video? By show of hands. I know it's kind of if it's happening. So here's the thing. The welcome video we have found is amazing for retention and getting that person linked into us. They do get welcomed in the Facebook group, but when they get a little video pop up on their phone or in their private messenger on Facebook, I can't tell you what a difference, how many people that I've enrolled that get a little video and they're like, oh my gosh, I got a video, that was so awesome. And they have another point of contact outside of you. So the welcome video is really short and sweet. So let's just say, for example, I enrolled Melanie, and I'll call Jen Feichter and I'll say, Jen, I just enrolled this beautiful girl, Melanie. She got started on a President's Pack. She's looking to boost her energy, feel better, sleep better. Could you send her a quick welcome video? I'll send her Melanie's cell phone number, and Jennifer will prepare a little video on her phone. She'll say, hey, Melanie, this is Jen. I'm part of your Dreamers in Action team, and I just wanted to welcome you aboard. I understand you jumped in with the President's Pack. Girl, you're going to be feeling amazing in no time. Reach out, stay in touch, use our Facebook page. So excited to have you here with us. Done. She sends the video to Melanie. Melanie gets that pop-up on her phone, right? We just keep that enthusiasm and excitement going and get her tied in. So if you're not doing welcome videos, I would strongly encourage you to use them. You can ask anybody on the team. I try to match like people. You know, so if I have a mama who's looking to have more energy, I try to find a mama on the team to send a video. As much as I can try to pair people to, you know, to be similar. So welcome videos are awesome. This is not written down somewhere, but I'm just going to offer this up to you. I have an image on my phone of a cleanse day schedule, and I have an image on my phone of a shake day schedule. Once that person's enrolled and added to the Facebook group, I either tag them on those two images in our Coaches and Cleansers page, or I text them both of those images and say, please save this on your phone. It'll be very valuable when you get started. Okay, so they get both of those images to their phone or tagged on Facebook, and I tell them to save it onto their phone from Facebook. All right, so you might want to make a little note about that. And so let's see, on our new associate checklist, we've covered a lot of this. And I think before we kind of talk about next steps after that initial 24, 48 hours of video, email, Facebook group, before we do that, I want to talk with you about how I get people started. When I'm enrolling somebody, I'm laying the foundation of what they should expect at the time they're being enrolled. Right? So I'm not waiting 2 weeks to say, hey, this is how things are going to go. I lay that foundation on enrollment. So I say things to them as I'm enrolling them. I say, look, you know, whether you say something or not, within the first few days to the first week or so, people are going to notice. They're going to notice you look different. They're going to notice you're feeling different. They're going to notice your energy levels up. They might ask about that shake or the cleanse that you're doing, right? People are going to ask. And so I want you to know that Isagenix has the most amazing referral program. I've never seen anything like it in my life. And you could potentially earn up to $820 in referral bonuses. I want to be sure that you're able to get those bonuses, right? And it's cash. And I always tell them it's cash, because a lot of times they think it's just money they can use for product. It's cash. So when you're down a pant size, you can go buy some new clothes. Right? You can put gas in the car. You can go have a celebration with your husband, or you can use that money to buy product. But I want you to know that this referral process is in place. And we're going to set up a time when I'm done with your enrollment today for a welcome call. Once you get your box and you've reviewed your email, we're going to have a welcome call. And I'm going to tell you more about that referral process during the welcome call. So I've laid the foundation. People are going to notice there is a referral process. And we're going to be talking more about how they can get that money. Some people want to know immediately, tell me more about that money. And I'll say, absolutely. And I'll get into it with them right then. The welcome call, that's the next step. So you're going to set that welcome call up, and I'm going to give you some pointers for success. I didn't do welcome calls in the very beginning. So people never read their email, never knew about their auto ship. They'd get boxes, they'd call me screaming, they'd be returning things. It was not good. So the welcome call is really important because it's a great way to follow up and make sure that people are on track with what they need to do. So I say to them, you're going to get an email from me. I want to make sure you go through it. It's going to give you a link to the pack you've ordered. It's going to talk about unboxing. There's a little video. It's going to show you how to unbox your product. Please make sure you go through that email before our welcome call Thursday night at 7 o'clock. Will you have time to do that? Yes, I will. Awesome. I will text them Thursday and I will say, I'm looking forward to talking with you tonight. I'm so excited about you getting started. Did you go through the email? If they say yes, I say, awesome. Did you watch the video, the unboxing, etc.? They say yes, we are on for 7 o'clock. If they say, oh my gosh, I'm looking forward to talking to you at 7, but I haven't looked at anything, I'm not getting on the phone with them. Because what's going to happen is my 20-minute welcome call is going to turn into an hour of an unboxing call. And I'm going to have to tell them what Ionix is and what it looks like and what a shake is and what this pack is and that pack. And the truth of the matter is, we need them to take some responsibility. So I say to them, oh gosh, okay, you haven't had time. Will you have time by 7 o'clock? The videos that you need to watch is not going to take you more than about 15 minutes. Can you do that? If they say yes, I say awesome. Get through all that. I'll talk to you at 7. If they say there's no way I'm going to have time before 7 o'clock to look at any of it, I say let's hop on the phone tomorrow night. Instead of talking to me at 7, go through your email and let's set up a time tomorrow. Okay? So I plan my welcome calls to be about 20 to 30 minutes max. All right, so I'll get on the phone on Thursday. And again, you can go right back. The verbiage, everything you need is in here in this checklist. I will get on the phone with them and I will confirm, and it's just kind of in the checklist. I just run through it. I will confirm that they know how to get into their back office, username, password. I will confirm that they know where to register for the IsaBody Challenge and the Healthy Mind and Body if they have not done so yet. So I will show them under contest, promotions, etc., where to go under resources for Healthy Mind and Body. I'll say, go here, go there, go to this, and make sure that they know how to do that, okay? I'll take them to their auto ship button. And some people have done all this. Like, I don't even have to do it. Some people have like been in their back office. They already knew about IsaBody. They're already registered and we just move on. But some people haven't. So I make sure that they have all these things. I make sure they know how to manage their auto ship, where the auto ship button is, right? And how to move product in and out of that auto ship, okay? Saves so much down the road if we have those things covered up front. So the next piece of this, and I'm going to have Chris post this up as well. Tracy O'Malley does an amazing, amazing job. She calls it her 14-day talk. So Chris, if you would post that up in the chat, that would be awesome. And if you have not watched Tracy O'Malley's 14-day talk, it's not a very long video, but it is really powerful in terms of how to have that conversation with people, how to set them up for how they're going to feel, for how they're going to refer, right? And how the process is going to go. She does an absolutely brilliant, brilliant job. So please make sure that you watch that. But on the new associate checklist, you know, it gives you the verbiage to actually go and talk to them about the referral process. And I love this because it makes it really clear up front. And I always say to people, you know, I told you at enrollment that we have an amazing referral program, right? The process is fantastic and people are going to notice. So I need to just review with you, how would you like to refer people to me? How would you like that process to work? There's a couple of different ways we can do it. If you have no interest in getting your products paid for and you just want to send people to me, that's an option. And I want you to know I truly value any referrals you would send my way if you have no interest in having those products paid for. If you'd love to find out how to get your products paid for, or even, you know, a little bit more, I'm happy to show you that. And if you have any interest in earning any supplemental or residual income, I'd love to show you that as well. What do you think at this point you would be most interested in? I've only had one person in 3 years tell me they did not want any referral money, like to buy their products. So everybody's always been an option 2 or an option 3. So I just one person, and that's it. So your new associate interview, this is what you're going to jump into on your welcome call, and it's here, and it really maps out for you what you want to talk to this person about once you know how they want to refer. So we want to just confirm and clarify what their health goals are. So we want to be sure we know specifically what it is they want to accomplish. And sometimes they might tell you one thing when they're enrolling, but now that they've looked around in our Facebook page, right, and they see, they might be like, you know, I really, really would love to get a handle on my finances. I really would love more energy. I know I talked a lot about weight loss, but my energy is really tanked, and I see all these people talking about all this energy. So be sure you really go through with them and you're clear on what it is they want to accomplish. And you can run through the options and ask them. You know, it says more energy, increased performance, mental clarity, decrease financial stress, improve lifestyle, etc. The next question is important. Why do you want to achieve that goal? Why is that important to you? Because on day 10, when they don't feel good and they're cleansing, we want to remind them of what they wanted to accomplish and why it was important, right? So if we have it written down, and some of you may have enrolled 2 people at this point, and some of you may have enrolled 200 people at this point. So always plan that you're going to be enrolling hundreds and hundreds, and write it down so you don't have to remember, okay? That's another little point, tip from me to you. So you want to find out if they've registered for IsaBody, if they're going to register for IsaBody. And guys, IsaBody is huge. Who doesn't want $600 a year in free product? Anybody? Everybody, right? Everybody wants $600 in free product. That's 3 IsaBody challenges, boom, 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 $600 in free product. Doesn't cost them anything. It's added accountability. So let's make sure we get them in on that. That builds retention, by the way. Remember how we wanted like customers for life? IsaBody builds retention. It builds retention. Okay, when they sign up, they're signing up for 16 weeks. That's fantastic. The Healthy Mind and Body program is another one that's huge. You know, we get excited to start something new, and we want a healthy change in our life, guys. But what happens on day 7 when you're at the office and it's somebody's birthday and there's a tray of lasagna and 4 plates of cookies and cupcakes, etc., right? We forget very quickly. And Healthy Mind and Body is a daily work on getting your mindset transformed with your body at the same time. So they get daily interaction to switch that mindset. So Healthy Mind and Body is huge. And it costs $39 and you get $45 in product. Who doesn't want that, right? They're actually paying you to complete it. Another amazing tool for retention. So let's make sure we get our people signed up for that. Excuse me. The next thing is you share, they share, repeat. I love that new lingo. You share, they share, repeat. We want to be sure we explain this to the person. Here's the verbiage. We don't want to make it weird, right? But I'm obligated to show you how Isagenix works. It's you share, they share, repeat. I'm going to send you a video. It's short and sweet, but here's the basics of it. And I walk them through. Who do you want to have as accountability partners? Who do you want on this journey with you? Who do you think is going to be most interested in getting started? Excuse me. At that point, I share that with them. If they have expressed to me at that point that they are not interested in Isagenix as a supplemental income or earning additional streams of income, that's a-okay. If they say, I'd love to refer, if I get my products paid for, that's amazing. That's great. You have shared, you share, they share, repeat. You found out what their goals are. You've gotten them registered in IsaBody, Healthy Mind and Body. They understand the concept of the referral program. And now when they get through their first cleanse and whatever their magic day is, 5, 7, 12, where they're feeling amazing, right? We're going to have a follow-up call. And I'm going to talk about those follow-ups from there. If they're interested in the business side of it, the new associate interview walks you through some really valuable questions and how to get them started on the business side. If their interest is in, yeah, people ask me, I'll probably refer. I'd love to get my products paid for, that kind of thing. That's awesome. Make a note of it and know, because when you follow up with them as they have that shift, that is the perfect time to say to that person, and this is what I say, you know that I am on a mission to help people lead healthier lives. You feel amazing. Who do you know that we can help? Who else can we help to feel this amazing? That's the magic question. So if they're not jumping in to share right away, that magic day when that light switch hits and they feel fantastic, that's when they're going to want to share. And that's when we're going to ask them, who can we help? Who can we help? Okay, so let's just quickly talk about some follow-ups. And by the way, I want to back up for just a second. We use an email sequence, and we use a welcome email in our Dreamers in Action team. There is another Isagenix team that is using something called Evernote. Is there anybody on the call, by show of hands? I know, Renelli, you're doing it. Is there anybody? Okay, Haley, Bianca, Roseanne, you're using Evernote? Okay. Waylon, you're using the Evernote? Okay, cool. So Evernote is really the same type of information. It's just sent in a different format. And I love it. I'm actually looking at it right now as a possibility. It doesn't change the information or what we're doing. It just changes the vehicle in which we do it, if that makes sense. So keep your eye out. You'll probably see a little bit more, or if you have an interest in finding out a little bit more, of course, reach out. We've got Haley, we've got Renelli, we've got Bianca. I remember who else's hands were up there. But I'm sure they would be more than happy to share that information. I asked Renelli, she sent it to me right away, which I was really grateful for. So thank you, Renelli, for doing that. Just another powerful, quicker way to kind of get that information out to people. So I wanted to share that. We use a 5-email sequence. Who's using the 5-email sequence right now with their new associates? Anybody? Maybe a little, some people. Okay. So the 5-email sequence really just flows with, it's an email that they get. It's 5 emails that they get in a sequence, and it really talks about, you're feeling really good. You probably, here's how you share. This is how you refer. Hey, I bet you're getting nervous because your pantry's starting to get a little empty of Isagenix products and you're wondering what we're going to do next month. So it's just a way to follow up. I put reminders in my calendar, and I say to every client that I enroll, what is the best way to communicate with you? What do you prefer? Are you a texter? Are you an emailer? Do you like private message on Facebook? Would you prefer a phone call? So I always get that confirmation. I put a note on their checklist how they want to communicate. I prefer texting. It's simple, but not everybody does. But most of my clients do. So I send them texts. I find out what their first cleansing is going to be. I send them a text. Are you cleansing today? How is it going? Right? How do you feel? As soon as I get that text that says, I feel amazing, let's get on the phone. That's when I want to get on the phone, and I want to talk about who else we can help to feel as amazing as they do. Right? I know when their auto ship's going out. On my calendar, I use a paper calendar. I know a lot of you probably use your phone. I plug in when I want to follow up with those people. Right? So on day 14, on day 21, and day 27, because their auto ship should go day 28. So I just want to touch base and make sure they're good to go on that auto ship. It could be a quick text. That is my reminder and my follow-up. When you get them all the way to the end of that 30 days, you should have someone who is getting amazing results, feels fantastic, and is very probably referring, right? So reminders are important to stay in touch with those people that you have enrolled. I use my calendar to do it. That's just my paper calendar. So I write on there if I've enrolled Jen. I know what day her box is going to come, Jen's box. I'll write that on my calendar. Her welcome emails on my, her welcome call is on my calendar, right? So I know what day 14 is. I know day 21, and I make sure her auto ship's all set. Chris, yes, please, I think you just said something about the you share, they share, repeat. You can pop that video up there. That is a great video as well. I think you +2, them +2 is in our welcome email. So it's just a matter of subbing that out of the welcome email so that they have that video to watch as well. Just explains the share process. So that is everything I have. I will tell you, don't reinvent the wheel. Jennifer Fighter. Don't reinvent the wheel. Use the tools that already exist, guys, and make sure that we, oh, there's the welcome note. Awesome. Thank you, Renelli. I'll pull up the chat in just a minute, too, and see if there was anything that anybody mentioned that I want to highlight or answer questions for. But isogenicsbusiness.com, they give us the tools. And here's the thing, Lauren always says this, and she's so right. Success leaves clues. And that whole start here, this new associate checklist and a new associate interview was created by Kathy Coover. Kathy Coover rose to the top of 3 network marketing companies and was incredibly successful, millionaire in those companies. She put this together. So, I don't know. I say, let's just do what they do, right? We can always tweak a little bit here and there, but the checklist and the interview are really powerful. And it's just a matter of following up. Once you get through that first 30 days, that's probably the biggest block. It's kind of like your courtship and your dating and making sure everything's going well with that person. Once you have that next month underway, it doesn't require probably as much contact, but you still want to be in touch with those people. So I have 2 notes a month on people, to follow up. If I haven't spoken to them, I put 2 notes the following month in my calendar, one that's before their auto ship date and another that's kind of mid 30 days, just to say, hey, how is it going? Are you cleansing? Whatever that is, if I'm not talking to them more frequently. So that's what I have for you guys on launching your new associates and really building retention with your people. I would love to just let you all ask questions. You don't have to do it in the chat necessarily. You can unmute yourself and actually ask the question. That would be fine with me.
Laura, Bianca.
I hear you, but I don't know who it is.
Can you hear me? It's Bianca.
Oh, hey, Bianca. Yes, I see you now.
So I have a quick question. Do you know if the Healthy Mind and Body gives BVs?
You mean if you purchase if you opt into the Healthy Mind and Body program, is there a BV attached to that?
Right.
No, there's not.
No. Okay.
No, it's you pay $39 for it. So when you go in to register for it, it charges you the $39. And when you complete it, congratulations, and you get a coupon in your back office for a $45 product credit.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? And guys, I'm sharing with you what I do with some of the follow-up. So if you have a really cool technique, I'd love to hear it. So maybe you don't have a question, but maybe you want to share something you do. The whole group will benefit. So I would love for you to hop out and share any of your follow-up techniques or anything that you personally are doing to stay on top of the people that you're enrolling, because that's really where retention comes from.
Hey, Laura, it's Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey, so my poor laptop, the camera doesn't work on it, but there's something that I deal out of spreadsheets a lot, and that's kind of how my brain works. So that's what I've kind of translated all of these follow-up steps into, is a big old spreadsheet. So I basically put in all of my people along the left side, and then along the top for each of the columns, that's where I put in all of those steps that you mentioned. Did I send the email? Did I welcome them to the page? Did I do, I put in the different calls that I make to them. And then I have that page for all the people that are in their first 30 days. And then I created a second sheet that has everyone that's past their 30 days. So that's where I still keep in there, I have a column for the retention activities, like the Healthy Mind and Body and the Ice Body Challenge. I have events in there, have they committed to going to any events? And then I have each month is a column, and then I do kind of what you did. Instead of putting it on the calendar, I just leave it all in a column, and then I just review those columns on a regular basis and make sure that I'm hitting my people once or twice a month, so that I'm still staying connected with them without having to manually put in reminders. It's all just kind of there, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's what works for me. So just thought I'd throw it out there.
I think the key is having a mechanism and a way to continually follow up consistently with the people that you enroll, and to track their progress and to be in touch with them. So if that works for you, Sarah, I think that's awesome. I just know, for me in the beginning, I just was I enrolled someone. It was awesome. And I added them to the Facebook group, and I moved on to the next enrollment. And, you know, maybe I talked to them once or twice in those 30 days and, you know, it didn't go well. That wasn't a really good plan. So this has been kind of a learning process for me. But the new associate checklist is just an amazing tool. It's just, I keep it with my enrollment form. So I have that person's information all together. But listen, if a spreadsheet works, I think Hayden Favre has big giant Post-it notes on the wall, and he writes his people in, and he kind of does what Sarah was talking about, you know, with the different steps and stages, and he just kind of checks off as he goes. I think he did that on stage at an event, kind of demonstrated how he does it. And whatever it is that works for you, just be consistent and do it over and over again with every single person. Who else has a question? Thank you, Sarah.
Hey, Laura, first of all, I wanted to come out and just say amazing, amazing job. This was an incredible Zoom call for this team.
Yeah.
I think you did an amazing, amazing job.
Yeah, good job.
But one thing I wanted to add is from that first call, like you're saying, how we set people up, I tell people that we go, like, we're racing to maintenance. So if their goal is to have more energy or to lose 20 pounds, to kind of set them up saying, this is going to be a several month journey. And so we already talk about the auto ship and what they're going to do and how they're going to adjust their order for the next month. So I'm already setting them up to let them know that they're going to be in this as a lifestyle change rather than just, 30 days or a 9-day cleanse and I'm out. So letting them know that this is a journey and it may take some time, and setting them up for that, you know, expectation that this is going to take a little while because we're going to do it the right way. You're muted. You're muted.
That is incredible. Absolutely awesome advice. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with everyone, because it's super important that it's not 30 days and done, right? So it's not just, you just get a 30-day system, and when you use up the system, you know, poof, magically you're 30 pounds lighter and you go back to eating pizza and chips and salsa. So thank you. That is fantastic. I will add that into our comments, because that's why they've created more consultants than anyone I know. You're all wondering. And really successful cleansers too. Any other questions? Any other input, guys? I know some of you are doing some really, really amazing things. So if you have a tip, share it.
Laura?
Yeah.
It's Jackie. Can you hear me?
I can, Jackie. How are you?
Great, thanks. How are you? This was fantastic. Thank you. I have a question. You mentioned when you asked them, you know, I just need to review with you how you'd like to refer others. I think you mentioned 3 different versions, 3 ways, and I missed one of them. Or was it just the 2?
There's 3, and it's actually on the checklist for you. It outlines the 3 different ways that you can talk to them about it.
Okay.
It's step 6 in referral management, and it says, pass the contact to me, learn how to earn enough money to pay for your products, or learn how Isagenix can help you supplement your income. That's the verbiage that Isagenix uses here. It's not exactly my verbiage, but it's the same, you know, the same kind of 3 things.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome, girl. Anybody
I have
else?
something.
Yes, Chris?
So this is just a simple tech thing. I use Outlook for email, and Outlook lets you send an email and schedule when it goes out. So when I set somebody up for their 5 emails, I actually do all 5 the same day. But I say this one needs to go out 5 days from now, and this one needs to go out 14 days from now. And then I don't have to think about it because I'm in my email program all the time. And when that day comes up, they get their email. I mean, and I can adjust it if something changes or they get their box late or they get it open late. But it's just like one little thing that I don't have to remember, oh, it's day 14. I need to send all these certain emails.
And how do you do that again?
Outlook has a feature, and this is probably not the time for a screen share, but when you're sending an email, there's a thing called options, and you can say delay delivery until, and you can give it a day and a time. So I can say, well, today is the 24th. I'm going to send their 5-day email on the 29th. So I would go under options and I would go under delay delivery to the 29th. Then I would pull up their day 14 email and look at whatever is 2 weeks from now and say, send that out on February 7th or whatever the day is. And send out their day 21 email on February 14th. And I know a lot of people use Outlook, so you can actually just pre-schedule all 5 at the same time, and then you don't have to worry about missing them.
That's awesome, Chris. So if anybody wants more information on that, Chris, can I direct them to you? They can send you a message or ask you for some assistance to really simplify that process?
Yeah, that's fine, because we can always do a screen share and I can show them how to do that or how to make it work on their particular system. I'm happy to help.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. That's a great tip.
I have a question. It's Christina. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi. I just wanted to ask you or Renelli a little bit more information on the Evernote. How does it work? Do you send a link or what is it exactly?
That's awesome. Thank you. Because I was actually going to ask Renelli if she would just jump out for a minute and talk about how Evernote's working for her and kind of what that process looks like. Not a massive overview, but just kind of a little bit of information, Renelli. I think that would be awesome.
Sure. I find that it's a lot easier for me to just send them the Evernote from the beginning. And yes, I just send them that link. And if you open that link, you'll be able to see that it has everything that they need from the beginning, right? Like where to start, start here, and then they click on that link and it'll take them through exactly what they need to do. Like it'll take them, how to rock out your shake day, and it'll have a shake schedule there. And it'll also have like, shake recipes and different things like that. It also talks about the auto ship and, how to enroll in the IsaBody challenge, but it's so simple, because I personally have a hard time when somebody sends me an email that I have to sit there and read through. Like my son's teacher probably hates me because I read the first sentence and the last sentence and I'm like, oh my God. And then I'm that person that like misses like the book fairs and stuff because the emails are so long. And so I really love just the fact that there's like just a couple little links on the welcome, way to go, or whatever that it says, welcome to Isagenix. Here are the first few steps that you should do. And then also one thing that I really like is that, if they, once I talk to them and they have questions, hey, so what about vitamin C or B12 or whatever? And I always go back to the Evernote and I'm like, hey, do you remember that note that I texted you or I emailed you? Let's go back to that. And then, I'll have them open it up and show them how they can find the answers to their questions. So I really like it. I think it's awesome. Not everybody opens it right away, so you have to encourage them to do so. But I feel like once they do, it's just very simple and it's not very overwhelming.
And they get that sent to their phone?
Thank you.
Yeah. No problem. So yeah, you can send them however, I usually ask them what's the preferred method of communication and I send it that way.
Okay. So it's no different really than me asking them to make sure that they've read the email before we get on the phone. We can just say, make sure you've gone through this note before we get on the phone for our welcome call. So
right.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome. I'm still looking at that. I loved it. It was super simple, by the way.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Anybody? Comments? Feedback?
I have one.
Okay.
Just kind of looking at the checklist. Let's say we're looking at step 6 and they say, yeah, I want to learn about how to supplement my income with Isagenix, which takes us down into the Crystal program. At what point do you bring that in? Whoops. You're muted.
Sorry. I get on the interview, the new associate interview, which really talks more about the financial piece and the business piece before. This is part of the checklist, the crystal date. So this is for us to fill out. So we know their crystal dates and we have it, right? So as we go through, we're going to do you share, they share, repeat. We're going to show them the steps to starting their business. Isagenixbusiness.com, start here, right? So it's the same process for them. But this is a new associate checklist, so it's just so we know what their crystal dates are. So we're on it because they're not going to know initially those time-sensitive dates. So we want to be sure we know them. So we're working with them to hit it. No money left on the table, right? If they say they're interested, for sure. Great question. Anybody else? All right. Well, I want to thank Alex. I want to thank Christina. I want to thank Lauren for all of you participating and jumping in. I want to thank all of you amazing, amazing leaders for taking an hour out of your night tonight. I think we're at an hour. I haven't looked at the time yet. We're just about in an hour. I want to thank you for taking time to get on this call and to learn and to develop yourselves. It's my pleasure to have you all here and to share what I've learned along the way with each of you. So go change some lives, everybody. All right. And we will see you all again next Tuesday night for our next training session. God bless. Good night.
Bye.